Hi. I've got something in my tooth. Hold on. I'm inside. I've got my glasses on because I plan on taking us outside. But I was gonna see, since I haven't talked to everybody for live for such a long time, that I thought, yes, we got to do a reading. So I'm trying to see. Hi, Robin. What? Hi, Mohawk. What deck do I want to work with? Relationship cards. Haven't done them for a while. It's fun to be home and have my all my decks. I have something I want to tell you guys. That's why we're here. Whoop. Look at my cool desk. I'm super stoked about my nice, neat, clean desk. You know what? Hold on. Let's just stay here for a second while I do this, while I get everybody going here. I can't see too well with my sunglasses on. Hello, 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 hello. There's several people that aren't on. I do this last second. You guys know that about me. I can't stay on long because I have to work. And there's so many people that are like, cool, I'll pop on when I get home, because they're so used to these going on forever. Oh, you're there. Okay, let's see. I'm in the car. We'll join back when I get home. I don't know if I'll be here 20 minutes. Maybe. I haven't even got a hold of Sandy, which sucks. She's going to be mad. But I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, hold on. Right now, song. I'm laughing. Listen. There's a reason this is funny. There's so much energy about the tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. They're reading. Sexual energy on the row. Row! Check it out, seriously. I got the eye of the tiger fighting, dancing through the fire. So any turmoil, any chaos, you know what? You're in the middle of chaos. How do you release yourself? Sexually. I swear to God. I'm a champion. You're going to hear me roar louder than a lion. You're in the middle of chaos. A lot of times people don't know how to handle it. Get ready, because I've had enough. Okay, so you're going through hell. And, there's a reason for this. There's a reason for this. I got the eye of the tiger. Dancing through the fire. I just realized something today. My twin, he's the freaking tiger. He's the tiger, which means I'm the tiger too. I mean, look at me wearing my tiger shirt. This all just rolled out just way too crazy for me. In my dreams, in the messages I was getting. And the one that was in competition with him, and he never was, but energetically competing against my tiger was the lion. And my cat Liger is half lion, half tiger, right? My twin is the tiger, and he's going to roar louder than the lion, and that's because that's me. But I got to tell you something. I've got two things, so I'm going to bring this deck outside. How do I do this? I want to work at my desk. I like my fucking amazing desk, but I think we're supposed to come outside. Hi, chicken liver. Hi. Yeah, it's nice out here. We can get animal messengers. So I'll sit in my refurbished rocking chair. I don't know how I'll... Hold on. I know I'm all over the place. What's new, right? And there's my baby. There's my liger. Yeah. That's my representation of my twin and me. Okay. So, and look at, there's the lion. Whoa. Okay, so here's the deal. The reason the whole sexual energy thing, this is going to sound really whack. I know that it is. But it's the truth. Okay. Let me just see who all's there. Hi. Katy Perry lover. Yes, I do readings. And I'm going to do readings here. And if my secretary was here, she'd be helping line things up. But right now, she's not on. I don't know where she is. Sandy, where are you? Somebody get a hold of Sandy. Okay. I can't tell you how many years ago, when I was 21, 22, 23. So 20-year, how old am I? I don't even know how old I am. It's a long time ago. My little sister was killed in a car accident. She was 16 years old, and she had run away from home, from her very strict religious family, Jehovah's Witness family home. And I was not allowed to talk to her. I was cut off from her, from my family. They forbid me, even though I was married and living in Canada. I wasn't supposed to communicate with her. It's how they do things, you know. My son doesn't communicate with me. I'm cut off. I'm dead to the family because I'm no longer part of that religion. And I still wrote to her. We wrote back and forth. I've told you guys this story before. And I was pregnant, about to have a baby, and I was coming to California, and my dad said, don't let her see the baby because we want her to come home. And if you come home and you don't let her see the baby, she'll come back. So withholding, right? Which really is fucked up, you know, withholding, control. It's all about control. And I did it. I didn't let her see the baby. And I was only home for a couple weeks, and then I went back to Canada, and 3 weeks later she was killed in a car accident. I never got to see her again. And she never got to see her niece. And it was fucked up. It was not cool. When that happened, my stepdad, who raised me, that was his daughter. It was his natural daughter. She wasn't my mother's child. She wasn't literally my birth family, but she was my dad's. And when she died, my dad he lost it. You know, he isn't a drinker. He's somebody who has like one drink, a Ryan 7. And that's how he would loosen up, you know, sexually. I'm telling you the truth. That's how he would relax. Him and my mom, it was, you know, not good. I told you I was raised by a mother and a grandmother who were both sexually abused, and their whole idea of sex was all fucked up. And fuck is not the good word to use, I'm telling you, because that wasn't happening. So he didn't know what to do with his grief. He didn't know how to express himself. And he said, all I wanted was just somebody to hold me. And my mother was so messed up sexually, she didn't know how to be there for him. She didn't French kiss him. I know this is all very, very personal, but she's dead and he's out of my life, and you know, this is going to help other people. She didn't know how to deal with her body because of her own sexual abuse. She couldn't French kiss my dad because whenever she did, anything went into her mouth, she instantly had a flashback of what happened to her as a little girl, which was a penis being stuck in her mouth. Sorry guys, this is just the way it goes. And I know that this is the case because this has continued to happen in my family, a cycle of molestation and causing blocks between marital partners, because every time somebody went to put something or touch them on their mouth, it bring up this memory of this being done to them. And it's happened to somebody that I love very, very much. And I understand it now, and I didn't understand it at the time. And it was very, very hard for that person to allow themselves to be kissed, because that would come back to their mind. So when my little sister died, my dad was so filled with grief, he didn't know how to express himself. He just wanted someone to hold him and touch him. And he went to a bar and he got drunk. He never got drunk, but he got drunk, and he met this woman. She just happened to be there. And he took her home, and they had a one-night stand. One time, because he was so grief-stricken. And he went home right away, and he told my mom, and she forgave him, but the marriage fell apart. And why am I bringing all of this up? Because sometimes when people are in a place of great, deep pain, and they don't know how to allow themselves to be comforted, they don't know how to ask for it, they don't know how to express themselves through words. That's how they express themselves, sexually. And so, it's not wrong. It's not bad. Men express their love that way. Some men are good at expressing themselves emotionally, but many are not. And for them, that's how they show their love. And so when somebody's hurting, and somebody's going through a difficult time, and you're full of stress with your work or with your kids or whatever it is that's bringing stress to you, what will bring you relief is sex. And if you're not married, you can do it yourself. But do it. And that's what came up today, and that's what keeps coming up, and it keeps coming up. I mean, clearly I can't control the radio and decide that song's going to come on right after I had that reading that I gave about sexuality, and I had no idea in my mind that was going to come up, and no clue at all. However, I'm going to tell you what happened. And I asked her if she would write it out, but I'm just going to tell you guys. I got, I wondered if I should even share that reading. I did. I thought to myself, oh my God, that people are going to be like, what the hell? That's pretty racy, Sherry. And, you know, I don't know if you could put that out. Maybe that's just something that you were supposed to. Phoebe. Yes, I know you do. Oh, that's funny. I watched my twin last night. and I wasn't there, but he was watching a video of us together in his mind, a video recorded in his mind, a memory, same memory that I use every single time. Whenever I take care of myself, I see his face. I see the last time we were together, and that's the video that I play over and over in my mind. I don't ever watch a porn or anybody else. I watch us in my head. I see his face every single time. That's that moment, every time. And that's the only way that I can connect truly, honestly, because I'm there at that moment. So, anyway, I didn't know if I should share this. I'm going to let you guys look out there, because my eyes are going to be all full of tears and I'm not going to be able to read what I'm needing to read. So I got a letter after I sent that video out. And remember at the beginning of the video, I said that there was something that I had heard about. The song came on. That was the song, and it brought to mind something I got first thing when I woke up about somebody. I watched somebody who looked like my twin's brother. It was almost 3 years ago. And he walked up to me and he said, my brother killed himself. And it freaked me out because I don't know my twin's brother. I've never met him. I've spoken to him on email a couple times, but I have never met him. But he looked like him. So it could have been his uncle that looked like him. It could have been his dad. I don't know. It was somebody in the family. My brother killed himself. And there was a woman there that had been arguing with me. She hated me. And he saw me standing there. The man, he was holding a sign. And he says to me, I'm looking for a woman, you might know her. And then he says, you look familiar to me. And then he said, my brother killed himself. And I got to tell you, at the time I didn't understand how my dreams were working with him. I didn't realize that it was probably my twin standing there and I was seeing it through his eyes. So someone was saying this to him. But this man looked like his brother, so I was freaked out thinking it was my twin. And the woman that was mad at me, all of a sudden she was standing there and she looked at me and she said hello, and she didn't want to fight with me anymore. Someone who had been fighting with me didn't want to fight with me anymore. And she said, and then the man went over, the man that looked like my twin's brother, he went over and he hugged her, and she was crying, and I lost my mind because I thought my twin had killed himself. And then this morning, I had that brought back up. Somebody who hung themselves, or killed themselves, or somehow, because of this deep, deep sadness and deep depression that they had had. I don't know if they were sick, I don't know what it was, and I don't know if it was symbolic or literal. And my twin always said to me before, if it's not unfolding in front of you, Sherry, it's symbolic. So I was trying to calm myself. So it took me a long time to let go of it. And I connected with different people that kept bringing this story to me over and over again. And since I haven't seen him, and he's disappeared off the face of the planet. And I do connect with the dead. I'm a medium. They come through me all the time. Often I would fight with myself, thinking. And also people have said to me, are you sure he's not in spirit? And you're not connecting with him in spirit? And I wasn't sure. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to out again. Oops, sorry. I almost canceled our whole thing. I don't know what you guys are saying. I've got tears pouring. Sorry. So, even this morning, before I had my really awesome dream, and even afterwards, I thought to myself, fuck. I'm not dreaming with his spirit, am I? He's not remembering because he's in spirit, is he? He's got to be here somewhere. I would feel it, wouldn't I? If he was gone. But how would I? How would I? Because I connect with him so real. He's not physically in my presence, but it's like he is. So I wouldn't know if he was real or not. And so when I heard that again, it came up again and I thought, shit. And then that song started, you know, if I had known how to save a life. And then I thought, it's him. He's been with someone. He's been working with someone that he loved that took their life. There was somebody that I've been working with too. So the reason I said what I said, and then I thought, I don't even know why I'm saying this right now, because then the whole reading turned into this sexual thing, sexual release, and where I felt like I was with my twin, and we wouldn't be doing that if he was in spirit, would we? So, I mean, how do I know? I've never done this twin soul flame relationship before. This is my first and last go around of it, and I learn as I go, and it's confusing. So the message, I'm going to let you hear what she said to me, okay? I'm going to just play it. And then I'll read what she wrote, because I asked her if she would share it. She's, poor her, she's sitting there writing it. She says, here, sorry. She goes, so funny, I was just, oh, God, I can't see, my eyes are blurry. Okay, this is what she said.
Oh my God, Sherry, I just was watching your video and I got this really clear message at the beginning that I needed to go save my friend's life. And so I went to his house about 15 miles away, and he's severe diabetic and he hadn't eaten in 3 days. And if I had not gone and warned his mother and talked to them, he might not be alive tonight. The only reason I knew exactly who to go to and everything is because he has a giant tattoo of a tiger.
The tiger. So, and I'll read the rest of what she said, but I wanted to do this because this is why it's so important to listen to what you get, your messages that you get. I didn't know why I got the message that I got. I didn't know why I was being told right then, why I got it first thing this morning, why, and then it twigged the memory of the dream that I had. God, I don't even know if it's probably been 3 years now, and it's burned in my head so clear, you know, and I've been getting this whole thing for all this while he's been gone, that there's somebody that's suffering from depression or addiction, or I don't know, whatever it is, but the fact that that guy looked like my twin's brother, and he said, my brother killed himself. It could have been his dad, it could have been his uncle, I don't know, whatever it was, but I was told to speak and say what I had to say. And so sometimes we are told to say things that we don't understand, and I knew I had to say it. And sometimes stuff that I say comes across really weird, you know, like the reading was totally weird. I mean, God, I had no idea that it was going to turn into this whole big sex talk. I know a lot of people that are not comfortable with it. God, I got smear all over my glasses. I can't even see. Hold on. But there's reasons. And then you know, you follow your guidance. And so I put that out. If I hadn't have put that out, she wouldn't have had her. This is how Spirit uses us, you know. They, sorry, I couldn't even see. Turned around, I couldn't even see you. I got no makeup on. I still can't see you. God, my eyes are so blurry. Please, God, let me have enough sleep so I can recover my eyes again. I'm going to read you what she said. I said, holy shit, that was my response. And I said, I'm so glad that I listened to what I was getting and shared it when I did. Thank you for letting me know. And I asked her if she would share it, and she said, the angels used us to save him. He's blind and depressed and was suicidal from diabetes. So he did amphetamines, and he didn't eat for days, trying to die high. And she says, I was so mad at him for doing this to himself, and it's his mom's birthday. I told her for his birthday she gets to have her son live and to thank the angels and God for it. Now, I don't know what else she said. I haven't listened to this, so I don't think I want to share it publicly. I don't know what she said, so I just wanted to show you that she keeps sending message after message. I'm going to tell her I'm on live. Hold on. I'm telling this story. I'm telling the story live. I can't listen. Go to Angel's Whisper. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so that's all I needed to say about that. That's all I need to say about that. We had enough about sex, about my own personal family crisis, and so when you're going through something really traumatic, or you're really upset, and your husband or your boyfriend or your fiance grabs you and wants to have sex with you, and you're thinking, how can you be so insensitive? Like, are you fucking kidding me? No, he's not kidding you, because that's the only way he knows how to show you so deeply that he loves you and that he's holding you and that you're with him. Do you understand that? It's important that you understand that, because so many people don't understand that, and they misunderstand things. And they misread things. I did with my twin. He said something to me, and he expressed himself in a way that was shocking to me. I didn't understand it at the time, and I took offense to it. And he didn't understand why I took offense. And it fucked everything up for us, because I was not seeing things on the same wavelength, because it doesn't mean that what I was seeing was wrong. It doesn't mean that what he was saying was wrong. It just meant that we didn't see each other. We weren't coming from the same place. And adults need sex class. Adults need sex education class. And I don't mean penis goes into vagina, makes a baby. I mean, when a man says this and a man does this, this is what he means. It doesn't mean I'm a disgusting pig. It means that this is how I'm trying to show you how much I love you. And when I hold you and when I share my body with you, I am telling you I love you and I'm trying to comfort you. That's what it means. Now, sometimes women will say, I don't want that. I want you just to hold me. But you need to understand that they're not coming from a sick, perverted place. Okay? I'm glad you needed to hear it. Somebody needed to hear it. I can't read all this stuff, you guys. So sorry. That's all I wanted to say, and I'm totally embarrassed that I let you guys see me. Look at me with no makeup on. I haven't slept in how many? Wait, it'll take probably 3 years of my twin and I to get together before I get my eyes back to where I'm going to be mortified looking at this video later. I am that vain. I am. Sorry. Okay. That's the end of that. We're gonna do relationship cards, since we were talking about sex and understanding it properly. Sex is a beautiful thing, and I miss it. I miss it a lot. And I got to tell you, don't use it as a toy. Don't use it as a way to, because you're bored. Don't use it as a way to get attention. Don't use it to withhold and punish people. And be very, very careful of who you share your sexual energy to, who you open yourself up to, and who you allow to touch your body, because everybody that has sex with you, you're having sex with everyone they've been with. You take on the energy of every single one of their partners. So make sure that you choose somebody who is worthy of coming into your sacred temple. Because there's only one that's worthy of coming into my sacred temple, and that is my twin soul. And no one has touched me since he has. So, and you know what? Sometimes people make mistakes. And like I said, my dad, he made a mistake. I feel like my twin might have made a mistake. He might have been very distraught, might have made a mistake and feels bad and doesn't think that I will forgive that. And I'm going to tell you, it hurts. It does hurt. Like a fucking knife going through me, but I understand that stuff happens. So, let's get off of that. And it's just about moving forward. It's time to go on safari, babe. It's time to go. So, who's in line? I know we haven't done a soul family call for a long time. And I don't know if Kaylee's on. She said she didn't want any videos sent to her anymore. She just wanted to do the soul family meetup. So I let her know. Here, I'm going to put you here. Dang, I don't want to hold you guys. And Mohawk's going through some stuff right now, and so she could use it, I know. And I don't know if I got this off to my girlfriend, Kimberly. I hope I did. Phoebe, you want one? You'll get the first reading. Correct neutrality on all levels. And did you get the answer to the question, Phoebe? You asked me if you would ever move out. And I asked, and I responded to you. And I said to you, too. All right, Ms. Psychic, what's my message, Phoebe? What message do you have for me? Kimberly, okay, somebody needs to be my secretary because Sandy's not here. Phoebe's getting the first message. And right now I can see Phoebe, Gina, Kimberly, and Michelle. 10. I just heard 10. I'm doing 10. No more than 10. And I got to go back to work. I got to earn a living. I was going to have a nap because I look so frickin' tired. Lily had me up all night, but my dreams were certainly... God, I just... Maybe I should go to the gym or something. I know you need one. Okay, I know you're there. I know you're there. I need somebody to be my secretary, or I can't do this, you guys, because I can't roll back. Oh, thank you. Phoebe, thank you so much. So there's 10 altogether, so I'm going to start with Phoebe. Phoebe, I still want to know. You have a message for me. What is my message? Correct neutrality. You know what? Let's go like this. Let's do that so you guys can look out there, and I'll go like this. And that way you have something pretty to look at. Is that pretty? Peace and love and joy is coming to you. You will be moving. I know I'm moving. I know I'm moving. Where am I moving, Phoebe? Am I moving in the mountains, or am I moving somewhere close? Can you tell? I know I'm moving. Spirit showed me over and over. I just don't know where I'm moving. Okay, Phoebe. I'll be moving. I saw last night, my twin was looking at, I saw dark cupboards and a floor, and I heard somebody say, I would take this place and I would put my own carpet in right there, and maybe it was me, I don't know. Somebody was going to put an area carpet down. You will be moving to the mountains. Yes! Yes! Yay! Yay! Yay, because I'm going to get snow. I'm going to move there with my mountain man. Okay. Gosh, Phoebe. Correct neutrality on all levels. Phoebe, how soon am I moving? How soon am I moving? I'm asking for Phoebe. Phoebe's very connected to me, always has been. Correct neutrality on all levels. I will be moving to the mountains. I got a really cool coat for the mountains. Correct neutrality on all levels. Phoebe, 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 Phoebe. All right, here we go. Travel. Oh my God, I'm laughing my ass off. So are you, Phoebe. In 2 months? You know what? That's what they... Shit. What is this? January, February, March. 2 months? Okay, I don't mind if I move in 2 months, but am I not going to see him until then? That's too far away. That's too far away. Phoebe, travel. All right, let's take a look at this picture. Can you see this picture? Maybe I'll have to do it like this. Do it like this. Okay. So there's a couple things going on that I'm looking at here. Actually, there's a lot going on here. I can turn this around. Hold on a second. Listen to this song, Little Talks. Do you know this song? Love this song. Though the truth may vary, this ship will carry you home. Little talks. I miss our little talks. I miss our little talks. I do. My twin and I had little talks because he only gave me 2 or 3 words at a time. Okay, I'm looking at this. Now, when I look at this message, yes, Phoebe, and no, Phoebe. What does that mean? Yes, I have to wait 2 months before I see him? I can't handle that. I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, so I'm looking in this, and there's a red car. You're following the red car. That's passion. But there's a red light, and there's a green light, and there's a caution light. So what's going on? You're looking in your rearview mirror. So you're following after something. When I look at that red car, I see passion, but I also see anger. Red means no. Red is stop. Red is caution. It's either caution or passion. But you look in your rearview mirror and you remember what your third eye is telling you. I'm going here. I'm following this. Am I supposed to follow this? Am I supposed to stop? I'm going to look at this, but I got to keep checking in the mirror, the rear view. Why am I looking in my rear view mirror? Well, I know, because I'm looking in the past. I'm looking, am I remembering my lessons? Am I remembering someone? Don't leave without me, is what I'm saying. Don't leave without me. You're going, but don't leave without me. Remember what your third eye. Okay, so as you travel forward, song right now. Okay, so I'm right. I'm right about this. I'm right about this. So you're in a transitional phase. And when I'm looking at that red car, I'm getting blame. I'm getting anger for some reason. So what they want you to do is they don't want you to focus on that. They want you to remember first, what is it your higher self is telling you? The rearview mirror, for me, it's like looking in the past and getting your lessons. What are the lessons that you got from what happened? What you went through? There were lessons that everything had to happen the way it happened, even though it was fucked up, or even though it was difficult, or whatever it is. There were lessons that had to happen. So they want you to focus on who you're becoming as you travel towards your destiny. Not on what happened, not on who you were or what was, but who you are becoming because of what has happened and because of where you were. Keep moving forward, but keep checking your rearview mirror. Keep checking your rearview mirror. Keep looking up and looking at yourself in the mirror. You look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Look. Okay, I'm looking at myself. When I look up in the rearview mirror, I see me. What do I want? What's important to me? What is my higher self telling me? I don't care what's in front of me. I'm moving forward. I'm looking at the tree, the family tree. They're on both sides of the road. So some could be natural family, some could be soul family. And there's a dividing line between. But I'm going to move forward. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to follow my passion. And my passion may have changed. My focus might have changed. What I was following might be different now, because now I'm remembering and I'm looking at my third eye. Look at the color blue above my eyes. The blue represents a lot of different things. First, it's communication, it's speech. Archangel Michael's guiding you, but it also represents a blue period of my life, depression, sadness. I'm going to realize that no matter what it was that happened, it happened for the highest good, because I'm connecting to my third eye. I will know when to go. I will know when to stop. I will know when to wait. When I keep checking in with my higher self and with spirit and with the messages that come, I will know when to make my move, how to make my move, at the pace to make my move. As I travel forward on the destiny, my own path, my soul's journey, I am going to take charge. I'm going to take the wheel. I may have not been courageous enough to take the wheel. Maybe someone else has been in charge before, but I'm taking the wheel. There's a song I'm thinking. I love the group, and I can't think of the name of the song. It's like, it's called Drive by Incubis. Look up the lyrics. That's what you get. You don't know that song? Drive by Incubis. That's your message. Phoebe, do I have to wait 2 months before I'll hear from him or see him? Because I'll flip and kill myself. No, I don't mean that, but I mean, it's getting too close. That would be just too mean. Okay. You missed the first part. Yeah, it's going to be uploaded even though it's ridiculously emotional and sexual. I won't have to wait. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, thank you. That's your message. Okay, so Gina is next. I'm going to put you on here. I can't wait to see him. Oh my God. God, I feel like I need to start running or something to get my ass in shape. Correct neutrality on all levels. Correct neutrality on all levels. Gina. Gina. I can't get over how emotional I am. I have never been this emotional, you guys. Ever. That must be a sign of awakening. You know? I cry at the drop of a hat. Unless I'm really connecting to my twin and he's emotional. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm not, that was not fair. Hold on. I'm going to do this again. You know what? I want to go, God, I want to go in the house, but I can't because then I have to take these sunglasses off and let you guys see my totally sleepy face with no makeup on, and it scares even me. I will see him soon. Yeah, you said that though, Phoebe. You said that to me freaking 3 years ago. Would I choose water over wine and take the wheel and steer? That's it. Why take the wheel and drive? Drive by Incubus. Would I choose water over wine? Okay, there's a message in that. Would I choose my emotion over alcohol? Or something that's delusional, and it doesn't have to be true alcohol. Alcohol is anything that would alter your perception, right? It could be anything. That's why my twin got mad at me, I think. Because I said something and he thought I was, you know, sometimes things are symbolic. It's not literal. Correct for neutrality. Hold on. Dang. Can't get over. Does it ever surprise you that, you know, you have an impression of somebody, not an impression, but a belief of somebody, and you see them so clearly, and they don't see themselves that way, and doesn't it just blow your mind? Don't you just like look at them and think, how can you not see what I see? You know? I feel that way about him. I do. All right, Gina. Sorry. Regret. Interesting. Can you see that? No. Oh wait, let's turn it around again. I was that I can turn this around. Okay, so you see this person. She's sitting on the step. What is that on the step? It's so funny. It looks like a stocking. And she's sitting there. What has she got next to her? Like a knapsack or something? And it's kind of like slung over her shoulder. What's hysterical is she's not even dressed. She's like half dressed. It's almost like a laundry bag. Laundry. Okay, so dirty laundry. So laundry would be stuff that you haven't taken care of emotionally, right? So she's sitting there and she's looking at those steps. Now, steps could be like the steps of your life, right? Steps that you should have taken, maybe, or that you could take. Because Spirit's saying that we have opportunities that are presenting themselves right now, right? We're going to be having opportunities. That's the messages that we keep getting. And so she's sitting on these steps. And maybe these steps were opportunities that she didn't take. She had the opportunity to do this. And if I had done that, I could have had this. And if we'd done that, this wouldn't have happened, and blah, 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 right? But even though what the steps, the opportunities that came in the past that weren't taken caused difficulties, those challenges were brought in your way for a reason. I caught 222 today and I wrote on it, you know, everything is happening exactly as it is meant to, with divine blessings involved. Let go and have faith. I think back, if I hadn't have said this to him, if I hadn't have done that, maybe this would have happened. But clearly, everything happened. Oh my God. Perfect. Best song. This is a wedding song. Every challenge that we've had has taught us a lesson. It's very, very important. Now, maybe if we had have not taken that, if we had taken that opportunity and we had not missed that step, we wouldn't have done that at that time. But we would have had that challenge later. We're going to have the challenges that we're going to have. So if you sit there and dwell on all the opportunities that you've missed, and she's sitting there feeling, she's carrying this baggage, this dirty laundry, this bag of laundry behind with her. She's got it stuck over her lap, and she's not moving forward, right? She's just sitting there feeling sorry for herself and regretting. And you may say, no, I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I feel bad. I'm angry. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm blaming myself. I did this wrong. I was wrong. It wasn't their fault. It was my fault. And because of me, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but you know what? You're still not helping anybody. You're still sitting there feeling sorry for the situation, and you can't undo it. So when you're doing that, when you're so caught up in the things that you didn't do, then you're not seeing the challenges in front of you, and you're avoiding the new challenges. Sometimes maybe because you're afraid of the steps. You're afraid of these steps. And you need to recognize that everything is happening for a reason, even though we don't understand it. What was hard for me is I saw everything happen with my twin and I 3.5, almost 4 years ago. And I thought I understood it at the time, and I didn't. And even as it was happening, I kept saying, why is this happening? Why is this happening? But I've learned so much. And I've learned a lot about him. I've learned more about him in the time he's been gone than I have in the time that we were together. There were reasons that everything happened, and it happens for the best. So they're telling you that the steps that are in front of you right now, whatever they are, step up and go. The opportunities are in front of you. So drop the bag of laundry and let it go. This is a brand new year, and whatever's in front of you, don't spend any time with regret. It's better to say I tried and failed than to not try at all. Don't regret taking the steps in front of you. The steps are right there. 1, 2, 3. And Spirit says just take little steps. Even just baby steps are going to get you to where you need to go. But do fucking something. Don't just sit there. It's your message. Put you out that way. Water, water, water. There, that's prettier. You're welcome. I'm hearing Ed Sheeran. I freaking love him. He's amazing. Do you know that when he was young, everybody made fun of him? He had Coke bottle glasses, and he had bright red hair, and he had a stutter. He couldn't even speak. And nobody thought he would amount to anything. And he's got the most incredible voice. And all he had was that guitar, and he played that guitar, and now he's phenomenal. You know, and he's such a loving soul. He's got that, I love his energy. He stands up for the underdog, because he was the underdog. You know, and that's another thing, that a lot of times the shit that we go through in our lives happen to us because we need to know what it feels like for others that are coming up after us. Yep, blessings in disguise. Who's next? Mohawk, we're always going to get hurt. And see, the thing is about getting hurt, you're afraid of getting hurt, so you don't want to do something. You're going to get hurt anyway. You get hurt anyway. You've been hurt anyway. So why not go after what it is that you want to go after? You're going to get hurt, period. And generally what we get hurt from is not the things that our heart wants us to do. It's from avoiding all the stuff that we actually should be doing. Kimberly's next, okay. My Kimberly? Okay, this is so annoying. This is annoying. Hi, Panu. This song makes me angry. Look at the light on my beautiful twin. See, this is a sick cycle. I feel so ashamed. I snap So this is somebody who is sitting there hung up on the shit that they've done, and they're too afraid to move forward. Why? I can't explain what it feels like. There's a knife in my windpipe. I can't speak. You know, yes, you can. And if you keep telling yourself that you can't, you won't. And you won't move forward. And if you keep telling yourself that you're afraid, that you're going to stay afraid. And if you keep telling yourself that things aren't going to change, they're not going to change. So are you going to keep moving on like this, and this cycle? You know, I didn't mean to hurt you, and I did hurt you, and I try not to hurt you, and blah, 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 blah. Well, here's a card that just flew out. So here's Kimberly's card. Focus. Focus. Get it together and focus. I'm flipping this around. Whoops, wrong way. Ever love somebody so much you barely breathe when you're with them, and then you saying nasty things and blah, 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 blah. So stop. So focus. There's only two kinds of emotions, the ones that feel good and the ones that feel bad. Okay, so this emotion, what he's talking about right now, that makes you feel bad, right? So keep focusing on the positive, because every single day we have a choice. What's going on with this person? Hold on. What's going on with this person? Okay, she's holding on to freaking peacock feathers, which is the peacock most resembles the phoenix. The phoenix rises from the ashes. So shit has happened. Grab a hold of those phoenix feathers. Phoenix feathers. I love it. Next time I see a peacock feather, I'm going to call them phoenix feathers. Grab a hold of your phoenix feathers and recognize that there's a sun and a new dawning of a new day. And you get a choice every single morning when you wake up to decide the way you're going to think and what you're going to do. And stop telling yourself that you can't. Stop telling yourself that I'm in trouble. Stop telling myself I'm afraid. Stop telling myself I shouldn't have done this. Stop telling myself I should have done this better. I did the best that I could. Because if I could have done something better at the time, I would have done it. But today, I'm going to choose to do the best that I can, and I know that Spirit's going to help me, and I know that I'm not expected to be perfect. When I put my twin up on a pedestal, it's because that's how I see him, because I love him. It doesn't mean I think he's perfect. I know he's not perfect. He does fucked up stuff. He does. He said mean things to me, you know? Not very often, but he has. You know, just like I have. Perfect is, you're perfect in the way that you should be. You're perfect for me. Right? You're perfect for me. Or when I look at this cat, she's perfect. She's literally perfect. She's absolutely beautiful and incredible. But you know, she's got no claws. And she keeps me up all night screaming and yelling. And she fights with Liger. But she's perfectly beautiful. And if you look at her face, she's got a black spot on her nose. You know, half of her body is brown and the other half is black because it's all bleached out in the sun. But she's perfect. And when you look at a flower, let's look at one of our flowers. This flower is perfect. But if you were to sit there and measure this, I bet the petals aren't exactly the same. And you know what? There's kind of some dimples inside and a little bit wrinkled and it's a little bit wilted looking, but it's perfect. You know? It's perfect the way it is. It's divinely perfect, and that's what perfect matters. What are we talking about now? Oh, I'm going to leave it at that. That's your message. Who's next? I can't even see. I can't see even with my sunglasses on. The reflection. I have to move. I mean, like I do, but I have to move quickly because I got to do 10 people. Thank you. You're welcome. Michelle, thank you. I got to do 10 people and I'm taking way too long. It's because I hear the songs. I think that's what's wrong, is we expect ourselves to be perfect. I do. Like right now, you know, I didn't get to hike around too much when I was in Wisconsin because it was freezing cold. And before I left, I wasn't sleeping, and I'm still not sleeping because of my beautiful little cat that's a little turd. And I need to go back to the gym, and I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not perfect, but I want to be. We all want to be, but we're not. So we have to be realistic. Want to see something that I think is perfect? That little man. Come here, turn around and say hi to everyone. Hey, hi. He's so terrified of his shadow that he won't even come outside. Yeah, he's okay. This big giant liger, 25-pound cat, and he's terrified of his own shadow. He's my beautiful boy. He doesn't even know how beautiful he is. Come outside. Yeah, come outside. And his little beats the crap out of him. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. I wonder if my twin has a little sister. I keep seeing him with this young person who's a control freak, and she's bossy, and one minute she's nice to him, and the next minute she's stabbing him in the back. I don't know who the hell that is, unless it's an inner child of himself. I want to smack her myself. I do. Okay, here's yours. Woo! Oh, wow. You got focus, too. Focus. So, confirmation. Focus on what it is, right? What feels good to you right now? Take a deep breath of this in here, right? I don't know where you guys are at, but take a look at that divine masculine sun, that forward movement, that warmth, and let it burn off all the crap that's in your head, all the fear, worry, and doubt, right? Let it burn off anything inside of you and outside of you. Use that energy. And then take a deep breath in of this and focus on what it is that makes me happy. What makes me happy? What I'm thinking right now, does it make me happy? No? Okay, then switch gears. Switch your channel. I choose to switch my channel right now, and I'm going to focus on what makes me very, very happy. You leave him alone. See? See how she went? So Lily, who is Lily that beats up my twin? Who are you? Who do you represent? Somebody that's been sick, who's a spoiled princess, that he's been so generous, and look at, he got sent in the house. Not cool. Okay, so I'm going to give you another message because that wasn't fair. You just had that. Well, it's not that it wasn't fair, because it's just emphasis for you too. So this is clearly something that you needed to do, is focus your thoughts in a positive direction. I'm sorry if I can't see shit. I just can't. My phone's got smeared. You know what it's got? I can't see anything on my screen on my phone. Hold on, I got to wipe it down. Only one call away. That's my twin talking to me. I hope I don't wipe you guys out. Hold on. We're in the house. This reading is all over the place. Sorry. Hold on. I can't see my screen of my phone because it's freaking covered in tears. There. When you're weak, I'll be strong. That's what a team is about, right? That's what a partnership is all about. Let's do a reading inside. It feels so good on my eyes in here. Oh, I think I will. I'm getting too distracted out here. Can't see anything. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'll be there to save the day. My twin needs to friggin' show up. He says he's only one call away. Okay, we're going to do this right here. We're in my house. We're going to do our reading in here because I can see and I'm comfortable, and it's just the way it is. And I'm not taking my glasses off. Okay. Who's next? Anything specifically for me other than everything I mean? Tracy, you're hysterical. Michelle is next. Didn't I just do Michelle? Mohawk is next. Okay, thank you. Hold on. Oh my God! This song has been coming on. Love this song. Listen. You guys know this song? Backstreet Boys. I freaking love the Backstreet Boys. Hold on. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm looking for my lipstick because my lips are chapped. Hold on. This song, I posted a video of my son doing a parody to this song. I don't know if you guys have seen it. My son's name is Devin, and he actually is a singer. He's got a beautiful voice. He's a gorgeous guy, and often in my dreams they show my son as my twin. He's got the same kind of personality. So he's a little bit, he's very honest, he's very fair, he's very loving, but he's very black and white. It's very hard to change his mind. He's stubborn. And he's beautiful, just like my twin. Very tall and slim and dark, just like my twin. And I'm telling you this for a reason. This song, my son cut me out of his life, just like my twin did. Wow. Both did. And he had all these videos of songs that he had done parodies to, him and his friend. And he would act. He would do all the Backstreet Boys. He would do all the characters. He would put the costume on, and you know the one where one of them's in the pool, and he did the whole thing. They were amazing. But he deleted all of them because he knew I had them. But this one, for some reason, he's allowed me to keep. I know Spirit allowed me to keep it because this song, it's the message for this song, and basically it's saying kind of what Spirit's been telling us. Make sure that you want what you're wishing for because you're going to get it. And that's what this song is saying. It's somebody saying, I don't ever want to hear, you know, I want it that way. You say you want me like this, but I can't handle it if you get me and then you say I want it that way. Right? You are my desire. You are my fire, my one desire. I'm gonna post the song again. I'm gonna share it on my page. I've never shared it to my fan page wall, like my work page, but I'm gonna show you. But that's the message. And Spirit gave me that message this morning. So this is for every one of us. Whatever it is that you've been asking for, make sure that you know what you want. And because when we ask for something and we are focused on something, we need to know that it's in our highest good and it's in accordance with the highest good of all involved. Because when we put something out there to Spirit that we want, the universe goes to work on our behalf, making it come to us. So make sure you want what you have requested, and make sure that you are willing to put the work into the situation that you're asking for. I know that it's not perfect between my twin and I. I know we got stuff and we got issues, but this is the love of my life. And I said to Spirit, there is a prayer that you can say. I look like so ridiculous on my face, God. There's a prayer that I have said, and I will continue to say it, and probably until the day I die. Please don't ever let me forget how hard I fought for this. Please don't ever let me forget how badly I wanted this. Please don't ever let me take this for granted. Please don't ever let me become complacent or bored or lazy. A client of mine were talking about sex between relationships because of this is all coming up, and it's all very important. And a lot of times, people are married or women are so, it's mostly women, they so want to have the ring on their finger, or they so want to have the title of boyfriend or whatever, husband, and they rush for it. I mean, I know this because I work with this all day long. That's my work, right? Love and relationships. But they're not realizing that they got to put the work in, and you got to put the work in every single day. You got to put the work in for everything. You got to put the work in for communication. You got to put the work in for sex. You got to put the work in for fun. You got to put work in for your spirituality. You have to constantly be striving. That's why today I changed my profile banner and my picture. The banner is of a tiger stretching in the snow. Remember not last week, but the week before, how Spirit said we need to stretch. We need to stretch. We can't stay in this complacent kind of stasis. This it's kind of like a, what is that? Where they have bodies. The people that I keep thinking of in Avatar. They were in those cocoons where they're kind of like waiting to be born, or like the afterlife. They're gonna freeze people and they have them floating around those amniotic fluids, and kind of like it's like your life is on life support. You're not alive. You're not alive. You're living on life support. You're not literally reaching. You're not reaching for what is in your highest good. You're not living your life. So in order to live your life, you need to work at every single aspect of it. And we were talking about relationships. There's a young couple that they were talking. Actually, it wasn't even a young couple. It was my client and her guy, and she was saying, God, I just thinking about him, and I'm just like, bam, that's like me, you don't have to. I just have to think about him, and I'm all over it. And the woman says, you give all women a bad name, and she says, why? Because I like sex? What's wrong with that? And I said to her, you know why that is? They've been married 34 years, and they get bored, and it's old hat, and it's kind of like, meh, and they stop putting the effort in, and they stop trying to make things exciting, and I said to her, that's why I say that prayer, and I will always say that. Please don't ever let me forget why I wanted this, or why I worked so hard for this. It doesn't have to be sex. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be anything. My spiritual path, my career, or whatever it is. But for me, it's important because for relationships, you watch so many people, and I work with people all day long about relationships, and so many of them are taking each other for granted. And it goes both ways. It's always work. And when you see an older couple that's been married forever, like I've met several people on my trip to Wisconsin, and the couple I sat in on the way home from the airplane for my trip from hell, they were adorable. She was French. No, she was from Sweden, I think, or something, and he was from Wisconsin. I don't know where they met. And they had been married for 43 years, and they were going on a cruise. They were on their way, they were flying to Australia, and they were going to cruise all the way back. And I'm like, holy shit. She says, yeah, we're spending our kids' inheritance. I said, why not, man, live. And they've been married for, God, all that time. And she said, we have fun. We have fun, and we work at it, and we've learned that you got to work at it, and everything is about work. And so you don't have to, if you're thinking you've got to get everything perfect before you start a relationship, you're never going to have it. You're constantly going to have to be working at it, and you're never going to be ready. You're never going to be ready. So I'm not going to continue. It'll probably come up again in these readings now that I say that. And now I've completely forgotten hi Nevaeh, who the hell that I'm reading for. Hi Christina, no, there's definitely room for you. Kimberly, thanks, it works perfectly. He's been so stressed out over moving and the huge changes. Yeah, well, you know how to relieve his stress. Ooh. Mohawk, did I do you? Okay. Yes, Chrysalis, my girlfriend has a business called Chrysalis, and that's what it's about. Sorry it's not as sexy in here, but I just wanted to sit down. I'm tired. Okay, I don't know if I did Mohawk, but I'll do her now. Boundaries. Can you see that? Okay. So what's going on here is check out that chick. She's freaking hanging over somebody else's fence. And it's like, you know what? Get off my fence. Get your freaking hand and pull it over your side of the fence. You're welcome. Basically, you're being told somebody needs to respect their personal space. Whatever it is that's going on, there's a couple of different messages here. First of all, that's the first thing I see is this big, bold one with their big hair and loud makeup and everything. She's like, thinks she knows everybody's business, what should be done for everybody. I'll tell you how it is. Let me tell you how it is. That's what she's saying. You don't know everybody's story. You don't know why people do what they do or how they're feeling or what their comfort zone is, right? So respect the personal space of others and allow them to discover the truth of their story by themselves. And that's in relationships too, Even within a relationship, even if you're in a relationship, we all still have our own comfort zones and our own boundaries. I may be more comfortable hanging over this person's fence, and my twin is not. That doesn't mean I'm wrong to go talk to the neighbor, and be friendly. Maybe my twin's more of an introvert, and he likes privacy, right? That's why we have a fence. I can talk to the neighbor, but I'm going to respect my boundaries as well as theirs. But it's also about, so you're allowed to have boundaries within your own personal relationship. Just because you're in a relationship with somebody doesn't mean that everything of yours is theirs, right? And everything that I'm thinking I have to share with you, because I don't. And I don't have to agree with everything that you say. It doesn't mean that we don't love each other, and it doesn't mean that I'm wrong or you're wrong. It just means that we're looking at things differently, and we're not always going to look at things the same, clearly. Otherwise, how boring would our relationship be, right? My grandmother always said it's, agree to disagree. And that's a flaw that a lot of people have, is that they feel that if we don't agree all the time, then there's something wrong in our relationship. Wrong. Everybody gets to have their own space and their own ideas, right? That's boundaries are really important, and boundaries, you need to speak and define your boundaries too, and say, whoa, you know what, you're kind of overstepping yourself right now. That's making me uncomfortable. Now, if we're talking about relationships, since this is a relationship deck, if something that you do makes your partner uncomfortable, you need to discuss that. Because you do need to take that into consideration. You don't want to be doing things that make each other uncomfortable. So maybe I am more comfortable being this way, but you know what, hon, that makes me very uncomfortable. Okay, well, let's discuss it. Is this something that you need to work on because This is an issue that you have, because sometimes whatever it is, it's, pushing a button. Maybe it's an issue that you have, and there's nothing wrong with what's happening. It's just an issue that you have to examine. But I wouldn't want to do something that would make my twin uncomfortable. I'm very, very, I'm open about things, right? So maybe he wants me to not say certain things. Well, he'll need to tell me that, and I won't. But something else just came to my mind. Oh, I'm very respectful as far as he is concerned, and men. A lot of times, you could have an issue in a relationship where somebody is they're carrying on conversations. Like, social media can cause a lot of problems. Oh, I was talking to this guy when, I don't talk to men privately. I'm not even with my twin right now. I am spiritually, but I'm not physically with him in a defined relationship. But I don't have personal relationships with men. Out of respect for my twin, I honor him in that way. That is how I honor him. And everyone knows that. Now, I may have a different opinion. Maybe you have a more of an open relationship in your with whoever you're with. But these are things that need to be discussed and respected. So those are things that I asked for that were supposed to come about. Who's next? My shadow's dancing without you for the first time. That's what I watched in my dreams last night. I told you Lily was dancing on my chest. You walk right in and say, tell me the things that you regret, because if I'm being honest, I ain't over you yet. That's all I'm asking. Is it too late? Too much to ask? Nope, not too late. Never too late. Right? You're welcome. Who's next? That was your card? Perfect. Tammy. Right on. Thank you, Gina, for being such an awesome secretary. Sandy's going to be bummed that she didn't get to be here. Correct for neutrality on all levels, but it's so nice of you to help me. It makes my life much easier. Tammy. Oh my God, you guys, this is insane. I swear to God. So clearly this is a theme. Our theme for today is focus. Focus, focus, focus on what it is. What is making you feel good? So I always, you know what? I'll tell you what. I leave the radio on because this is how my twin and I speak to one another. And when he came, I left the radio on. I knew exactly what he was thinking because of the songs that came on. So I know he's talking. So stop feeling bad. Stop feeling sadness. It's about feeling excitement, and it's about feeling happiness. So everybody seems to need to do this right now. We all need to focus on what's feeling good and stop focusing on what's feeling bad. Whatever it is, it doesn't help you. And don't feel guilty. Maybe you're in a situation where something really awful's happened and you feel like, it's kind of like wearing black to a funeral. When my little sister died, I wore a bright floral dress. None of us wore black. It was sad enough. I didn't want to be depressed. She was dead. She was dead. We were laying her to rest. And I didn't want to be draped in blackness. And there's nothing wrong. And that's another thing that people are all fucked up in their heads with. If things are going sideways or things are sad, that you're supposed to sit there and grieve. And people grieve in different ways. I didn't cry at my sister's funeral. I didn't cry for years. I didn't. There was too much sadness. Somebody needed to hold it together. My parents were losing their mind. I fell apart later. But focus on what makes you feel good. And see, this song is talking about telling me your things that you regret. Somebody's feeling bad about the things that they regret, and we've already been talking about this. We need to stop feeling the regret of what we didn't do or what happened. Let it go. It's over. It's done. What lessons did I learn? That happened. Okay, so what did I learn from that? What am I going to do differently now? Where am I going to put my focus now? What am I going to focus on now that's the most important thing? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask for another card because that's a mini rip-off when we get it more than once. Right? Correct for neutrality. Okay, song right now. You're speaking loud and I can't hear a word you say. So that's frustrating to me. But, that's the message about boundaries, allowing someone else to get it. I'm not going to scream. If you don't get it and you don't want to hear it, in spirit, well, soulmate. I don't know who's next because this is your card. Who's next? Who was it? Sorry. Brianna? Is it Brianna? I'm sorry. I'm just going to start. Whoever you are, this is your card. Soulmate. So, look at that. Look at the loving embrace. And the music represents harmony. They are in harmony with each other. They're in harmony with their highest good. And look at, somebody's playing that guitar. He's working at it. He's not just sitting there and expecting harmony to happen, right? But what they're telling you is the connection with your soulmate is unmistakable. And your soul is leaping with joy, right? Your heart's on fire. God, look at them leaning into one another. This is a great love of your life. This is Spirit telling you to welcome this great love of your life. It's here. It's real. So, I got nothing else to say. I already know who my soulmate is. I'm in the presence of my soulmate all the time. The connection is unmistakable. So, take into consideration every single thing that we've talked about, and it all applies to your soulmate relationship, right? Now, I will tell you that in this particular situation, clearly it's a love relationship, but my son is my soulmate. He was my first soulmate. Isn't that funny? I always knew that. And that makes perfect sense now. That's why they show my twin as my son in my dreams. So maybe you're being asked to reach out to somebody. Maybe you're being asked to, you're being asked to communicate, whatever way you communicate. Musically, through a song, through your heart, through a prayer. There's a soulmate that needs your love right now. I'm going to leave it at that. I love this song, Titanium. Bulletproof, Ricochet. Titanium. Take your shot. You're not going to keep me down. Right? Wow, thank you. Totally what my life is right now. Perfect. Spirit knows what we have to say. Whoa, okay, this one came flying out, so I don't know who's next, but this is your card. Gina, how many have I done? This is the card, the next person's card, action. And as I said, you know, we were in that space of, there's a lot of regret going on. There's a lot of doubt going on. There's a lot of afraid to move forward going on. There's, so Spirit's saying right now, build a bridge. It's about building a bridge from where you are to where you want to go. And look at this looks like Spider-Man's net. Look at the web of creation and the color, sacral chakra and passion. She's moving. She's in full-on movement. She's taking action. This song, I was uptight, hothead, uptight, dreaming of bigger things, wanted to leave my old life behind. Not a follower, not a yes sir. So this is somebody who wanted to start over. They took their life into their own hands and they started to create something. And this is a song about somebody who's come back successful. People made fun of this person, didn't think they could do it on their own, but they got what they had. They took what they had and they trusted in their abilities, and that's what's going on. You trust in your abilities and take charge of your own life. This is a call to action, Spirit says. This is about following the nudge that you get from Spirit. If you get a nudge to do something or say something or go somewhere, like this morning when I did that on the whole the suicide thing, or you know, somebody who I didn't know where that was coming from, but I needed to do it, and I did it, and my friend heard it, and her higher self kicked in, and she went and saved her friend's life. Do things. This is important. Trust in your abilities, because we all have gifts. I'm looking at the colors here. Blue, light blue is communication. So do you need to say something to get the wheels in motion? What do you have to do to get things moving? Because this is all about movement. This is all about going with the flow too, right? So once you take your steps, you take your dance steps, and then look at the wind, she's going with the wind. So you take your steps, your action steps, you ask, this is what I want, this is where I want to go. You ask for guidance, Spirit gives you the messages, you take your action steps, and then you go with the flow, right? And then Spirit starts working with you. That's your message. Try not to make a bunch of noise on this phone. What is that saying? Going through that now. Holy, yes, I needed that. Do and trust in your abilities. Right on. Cindy is next. Okay. I love these cards. There's another deck that they have, and it's a yoga deck, but everything is yoga poses, though. I'm considering getting... I like working with pictures, you know? I'm a very visual person. That's why, in my dream last night, I knew it was my twin because of the things that he said. Made me laugh. I always know when it's him. But I didn't get to see his face. It frustrates the hell out of me. I've only gotten to see his face a couple times. I don't know why. I guess they have me focusing on him, like recognizing him without seeing his face. Because I've only heard his voice once in my dreams. One time. Isn't that weird? I've heard other people's voices, but I've heard his voice one time. And I saw his face only a few times. I guess they're trying to teach me, like I've said, to recognize that I know that it's him. But I do. Ooh! Got my spinning around right now. I love this song. I'm shuffling. Ooh, that one flew out. Do you guys know this song? Makes me want to dance. Love this. I don't know if they're going to let me publish this later because of the music. I'm all about music. Communication. You spin my head right round when you go down. Woohoo! I met my twin in a nightclub. The very first time. Halloween, over 20 years ago. Halloween night at a nightclub, dancing, music. So, I'm all about music. Communication. So, we've been getting a lot about that. This is the color. Blue is the color of communication. And you see these two. Now, check it out. Blue, the sun represents the divine masculine, which is forward movement. So that means somebody speak up, right? You also see the web. Again, the web of creation. We create our life. So whatever you choose to communicate, Spirit's saying, speak from your heart, right? Sincerely. And remember, when you don't choose to communicate, people are left to assume. And we don't want to assume. Assuming makes an ass of you and me. Assume. So make sure that what you are communicating is what you're truly feeling. If you don't know what you're feeling, say it. I don't know how to express myself. I don't quite know what to say. A lot of times people don't say anything at all because they can't think of the right words. That's why sometimes people express themselves sexually, right? I don't know how to tell you I love you. I'm uncomfortable with saying that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to freaking bite your neck. That's how that's how a cat expresses themselves. Bite my neck, right? I don't know what to say. Or how about a hug? Just give me a hug. Remember I told you guys my best friend here was going through a really traumatic time, and I knew it wasn't about me giving advice. I knew it was just about letting her vent. And she came to the door. I opened the door. I let her in. We didn't talk till we got up to my room. I shut the door, and she just came into my arms, and I just held her, and she just cried, and we didn't say anything because the hug said it all. So that's your heart speaking, right? Sometimes your heart speaks through actions. But when you do choose to communicate, be very careful about what you say, and don't leave things unsaid, because it causes confusion and chaos. And sometimes, say you know somebody has assumed something. Now I got to turn the radio down because I don't want to hear the song. Say you haven't said something. So if you don't say something and you know that somebody's thinking something, like they've got something in their head, right? They're thinking something and you don't correct them, you're in trouble. Because you've allowed them to assume something that could cause deep pain and upset. And it could be completely wiped out if you would just be honest and speak the truth. Maybe in speaking the truth, you're in trouble. Maybe in speaking the truth, you might feel foolish, or or I don't know, whatever it is. But for some reason, I'm getting in my head right now that there's a misunderstanding about something. There's a big misunderstanding, and if the words were spoken, I'm looking at, like, seriously, look at Lily. Lily's going to the cat box. Okay? She's thinking about it. Look at her taking her time. Why is she just not going in there? Now she's walking away from that. Isn't that interesting? When you go to the cat box, that's expressing yourself. That's releasing. She started to think she was going to go, and then she changed her mind. So somebody wants to say something, and they're changing their mind. And I feel like there is something that if it was communicated, it could solve something. So now she's going to go back. Good. Go in there and go use your cat box. Because if you don't express yourself, it's left up to interpretation, and it can cause a lot of pain. So it's the same thing, like literally, physically. If you don't go to the bathroom, if you don't release, if you don't express yourself, you're going to get all bunged up and you're going to be in pain, right? You're going to have a stomach ache. Which, think about that in a symbolic term. If you don't express yourself with the feelings that you're holding inside, it's going to hurt you. It will hurt you eventually. So don't leave things unsaid. I feel like right now it's really important. I feel like right now somebody needs to say something, and they're not saying it. And if they would, there would be a great relief all the way around, and things could just move forward. I think that's what it is. If you would just speak up, all of this that you've been holding on to that's hurting inside will be released. And even if sometimes the things that are said are painful or uncomfortable, it's not nearly as uncomfortable as the pain that's going to be caused by holding back the things that need to be expressed. I hope that makes sense and it didn't just go around and around. God, I look so tired. I am tired. Okay, where are we at? The light I can't see, so I'm trying to see what the words say. It's hard for me to read the words. Yeah, my mom always said that too. The assume it makes an ass of you and me. What are these saying? I can't read this. Sorry, I've got to put you up to the ceiling to see this. Scared to hurt the other person. Yeah. Feeling this is for me. Scared. Well, you know what? If you need to say it, you need to say it. So I'd rather be slapped with the truth than hugged with a lie. All right. So Tracy is next. All right, Tracy. Gina, can you tell me how many people I've done, please? Press neutrality on all levels. Oh, check this out. Okay, check this out. Remember little Miss Fancy Pants who won't eat anything but the special food? And when nobody pays attention, what is she eating? Regular cat food. She doesn't have to have the fancy food. Okay, so whoever this represents in my twin's life that can't go without the special treatment, yes, she can. Or he. Right? Yes, you can. This person act like they're entitled. They act like a royal princess. They don't have to have that. Look at him on the floor where he always is. He represents my twin. So patient and beautiful and good. Okay. That's just my little bitch about whoever that bitch is. Okay, so Tracy's next, and I don't know who it is. How many people I've done? I'm going to give all my secrets away. Song playing right now. Right on. See, there you go, Nevaeh. I'm going to give all my secrets away. I don't need another perfect line. The critics are jumping in line. I'm going to give all my secrets away. Listen, this is a really important song. If you know this song by One Republic, look it up. Okay. So, Tracy. Clarity. So right now, in order to get clear about what you need to do, look what she's doing. She's praying. Look at the clouds right here. So she's looking up to Spirit. And she's also asking, what would love say? What would love do? So before you take your action on whatever your action is, ask yourself, what is my intention? What is my greatest intention? So this is a challenge to you. For Mohawk, because I know that this is you specifically were saying this, that you're in this place. Reach for the very best thought. And you have to name it to claim it. So here's the deal. here's the thing that I always say, right? I ask the Father, I do this with my twin and I all the time. Please fill me with unconditional love. Please fill me with a sense of peace. Please fill me with forgiveness. Please fill me with understanding and clarity of thought. And clarity of thought, but there was something else. Please fill me with rational thought. Rational thought. Fill me with this, please. And I ask it for myself first. And when I ask for this, and then I share it with him. But you ask for this first. Fill me with all of this. And then what is your intention? What is my intention? But before you take any action of any sort, you need to be filled, you need to center yourself, you need to be balanced, and you need to get yourself into a neutral space of love. What would love say? What would love do? What is my intention? And then fill your heart with expectancy of the best. I expect the best. I expect the highest good for myself and for others. That's what I'm calling in, and that's what I expect to have happen. I know you're going to help me. Whatever I need to do, I know you're going to help me. That's it. Get clarity of thought. I'm looking at her hair. Her hair looked like sound waves to me. So it's kind of like I'm going to be hearing what, the message is coming from Spirit as I get myself centered. I'm going to listen to the songs. I'm going to listen to what other people are saying to me. I'm going to listen to what my own heart is saying, and I'm going to be able to focus out and filter out the noise of the outside world, and I'm going to get clear with what my heart is saying and what is in my highest good. I'm going to think the highest thoughts, the best thoughts, and I'm going to ask Spirit, help me expect the absolute best, because I deserve it and I claim it now. What are you saying? I got to tilt this up to read it. Maybe I'm against the wall. I can read it better there. Not sure if you're speaking was my card. I had to step away for a minute. I did hear about assumption. I figured out though, blah, 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 blah. You'll have to go back and read it. Christina is next, and then one open spot for number 10. Okay. I don't know if there's even 10 people there. I can't see how many people are looking. Christina. Correct neutrality on all levels for Christina. We're going back outside. I need to breathe. You guys need to look at that. Oh, God, it feels good out here. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Ooh, sitting in my rocking chair. I like this. Oh, God, you guys. My landlord fixed my rocking chair. So one way you can get your thoughts in the right order is to list all the things you're grateful for, right? So I am grateful that this rocking chair is rocking now. I couldn't rock in it before because the base of it was all fucked up. And I get to sit out here. Ooh, look at that cloud, you guys. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do that. I'm going to zoom in on that. I don't know if it works for you guys, if you can see what I'm doing. Does it do it for you? Does it get big? Is that not the perfect cloud? Does that not look like a feather? There's one of the phoenix feathers. Yeah! And that is not, by the way, chemtrails. That's a feather cloud. So, wherever feathers appear, angels are near. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, all right, hold on, sorry. I gotta read. Okay, Christina's the next one. Open. Okay, was there anyone else that wanted one? Okay. Oops, hold on. Spin around. You guys can see something pretty. Something pretty. Well, I don't know if that's pretty. I hope it is. Cindy, we did, and Christina is next. Gosh, after crying all morning again, maybe I'll have a nap in my rocking chair. God, I like this rocking chair. I gotta tell my landlord, I love my freaking rocking chair. I got this rocking chair for free on the side of the road. Wherever I move to the mountains with the love of my life, I'm bringing this rocking chair. Okay. Did you catch that? Phoebe has gifts, you guys. Phoebe knows stuff that's going on. And I have known that I've been moving for quite a while. And I'm moving to the mountains. I always thought I was. The forest. With my green man. Oh, this is hysterical. Because it's action again. It's action again. So you need to begin right now. What steps do you need to take to build a bridge from where you are to where you need to go? What creative steps, Christina? Because Christina's got a really badass business. Hold on. Christina has essential bath salts and Christina, tell what you've got. I saw your packaging. It was beautiful at Christmas time. Why is this so dark? Hold on, I'll do it the other way again. Sorry, I don't know why that happened. Why did it go dark like that? Something weird when I zoomed in on the that sucks. Anyway, whatever you need to do, and it's for you, it's creatively is what I'm thinking. Maybe it's to do with your business in order to get where you need to go. Do you need to collaborate? I don't know. Let's ask, because you're not going to get this again. We just had that message. So it's emphasis on that message. What do you need to do to build a bridge from where you are to where you need to go? So intention. First thing that comes to my mind is intention. Because of the feather that showed up. So call upon spirit. What is it that I need? I need spirit. I need you to do what? What do I need to see? What do I need to hear? I'm going to ask for another card. I'm going to ask literally, since your card is intention and we already got it. Oh my God, death and rebirth and transformation right there. Did you see who just showed up? Oh, yes. Yes. You are super sexy. Yeah. That was pretty cool. I'm going to turn you around. I don't know. I might have done this because of the, shoot. I might have done this because the what is it? The phone got hot when I did that thing with the sun. What a bummer. So, okay, so what are you saying, Christina? I'm making a vision board soon. I was going to do that in Wisconsin. I need Reed to do mine too. Need to be really specific this year and definitely need to take action steps. Okay, so that's your creative vision board. So if you guys, vision boards are amazing, you guys. My girlfriend Erica makes a vision board every January. Actually, yeah, every January. Oh my God, I'm getting a message across the lake right now. It's really weird. I'm being watched by the guy from Wisconsin. I literally just got that message and I'm going to show you guys. It's freaking me out. See that house right there? Can you see on the side of the house, the tall palm trees, and in the window, the T? Freaked me out. So cut cords. So, Christina, is there anybody in your life from the past that you need to cut cords with that's coming up for you right now? Because that just showed up for me and that's weird for me to see that. A vision board. So clear something off your vision board. So cords from the past. Hold on. I'm trying to see what Spirit's trying to tell me. Hold on. I'm going to walk over and let you guys see something pretty while I'm thinking. So why did I have to see that in the window? So it's a side window. So a window is a computer. I'm being watched on the computer by him. That's the truth. Okay, that's interesting. I don't like that. I'm being stalked. I already knew that. It bothers me. You know, if you need to say something, you need to freaking just speak up. Just spit it out. That's making me angry. That is not there for no reason. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's really, really, really blatant. And it's a side window, and it's staring right at me across the lake. I don't like it. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me as yourself. I don't like that. Sorry. That's coming in for a reason. I may hear something later about it. All right, I'm going to look down here. I don't like that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So, all right, you're making a vision board. You want to take, so that's your first action step. So let's get a different message. Wealth. Okay, well, you're not going to kick that away. Wealth. So, whatever it is that you are, your vision board is already successful, Christina. Your vision board, they're telling you to get ready for big success. So it's already in the, just the thought of making your vision board, it's already working. They're telling you that they're paving a path for you, a golden path. and there's blessings that are being showered. Now abundance comes in many ways, right? Look at this. The cornucopia. God, I'm trying to get the light where I can bloody see it. This is a mess, this whole reading. The cornucopia is overflowing. So whatever you need to move forward on your path, your spiritual path, is being poured out upon you right now. So just the fact that you are even, that's the power of intention. My intention is to make a vision board and get very, very specific and take action steps towards it. Well, Spirit's already supporting it. They're already telling you you're going to be successful. That's freaking amazing. Look at all the colors. Look at all the colors of crystals. I'm getting that right now. A plethora of crystals is important for you right now. That's amazing. I'll take that too. Freaking hell, man. That's awesome. Dang, dude. That's freaking awesome. Okay, who's next? Was there anybody next, or are we done? I'm laughing at this entire reading. It's just a mess. I'm annoyed that I'm being stalked right now. Seriously. Don't you think that's fucked up? I don't like that. I was just there, and he didn't speak. You know? He had 2 weeks to speak to me, and he didn't speak. So don't start talking to me now. And it could be just energetic, because I've been getting all day today. Nevaeh, you haven't done you yet? Sure, I'll do you. Cutting cords, very, very powerful today. I'm getting it over and over again. It's very, very important. I'm going to post it. I'm going to share Johnny Booth's Cutting Cords meditation. There's my divine masculine right there. Right there. That's my happy Buddha. Anybody that's trying to energetically hold on to you, and you may not even be aware. Spirit shows me who's energetically trying to pull me back. And it's vampiric energy. It's not somebody who even wants you. It's just somebody who wants your energy. And you need to cut cords. So all of you guys, it's very, very important right now. For them to show that to me shows me that he's still trying, you know? It's like, take a flying fuck somewhere else. Straight up, I mean it, man. Get the hell out of my life. I've already chosen, and it's that one. Okay. You are Nevaeh. Okay, let's see. Let's look out there. Let's look out there at all the pretty. Let's focus on the happy. I cut cords. So this is a nice way of saying it instead of saying take a flying fuck. With this beautiful, see that airplane taking a crash? You're going down, buddy. And I'm going this way. Here's a nicer way of saying it. How about saying, I take back all of my energy and I give you back all of your energy too. I bless you on your path. I bless you for your part in my journey, but it is now over. The end. Farewell. Peace out. How about that? That's a nicer way to say it. Christina, I used your magical sage today and boy did it smoke. Thank you. I need to buy a new one. Okay, when it smokes, you know what that means, right? When it smokes, there's a lot of work that's happening. I got to get out there and make some. That's what I'm going to do after I do this. I'm going to go pick my sage today. It's nice and clear. I wasn't able to do it yesterday because I've got a few people that have ordered and I don't have my wands. Okay, so this is Nevaeh. Correct neutrality on all levels. Nevaeh. Shift. Interesting. Shift. That's an interesting message. Can you see that? Hold on. I can't tell when you can see it because... Can you see it there? God, it's so difficult to see in this light. I'm sorry. So you're looking at... What looks like to me is like you're looking at either a cell phone or it's a snow globe. You're looking at somebody. It's interesting. And what's going on is you're wrapped up in a conversation with somebody who's not in the room. Okay, so that was a message to me. It's a message to you, but that's also a message to me. He is not consciously aware. When people are not awake or when they don't take control of their own energy, dark energy takes control of their energy. Do you understand that? I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Do you understand that? We've all been given gifts, right? We all have gifts, and we all have been given gifts. But if you don't take control of your physical energy and work with it productively, dark energy comes in and grabs it, and they'll do whatever they want to do with it. Hi, Sandy. So somebody is not here in this room. So that person that's looking across the lake, he's not physically doing anything. He's energetically doing it. And it's not even him that's energetically doing it. It's darker energy that is using him because he is not taking control of his vessel, if you understand that. So that's good for me to know. I like that because I don't want to think that he would do something so creepy. right? So what we want to do, so for you, same situation. You're wrapped up in a conversation with somebody who is not physically in the room, okay? So you're here now. So we want to, so also it could be, even if he is, I don't care, because look at the feather in my cap. Can you see it coming out of the top of my head? I got a feather in my cap, and I'm happy. I'm happy with where I'm at and where I'm going. And so I'm not going to allow anybody else's energy to pull me down, right? So Nevaeh, stop. Shift your focus to the present moment. Connect to your joy. What makes you happy? That was probably another message to me. Don't let you, that was a warning. It was okay. Time to cut cords, right? It's important for you to cut cords because this is happening again, or still happening. It didn't end. So you need to take control, because we have to take control of our environment, of our energy, everything. But I'm not going to allow it to rob me of my joy of the present moment. So that's what they're telling you for you. You're wrapped up in a conversation with this person, and it's a guy in your life, and they're not even there. It's in your head. You're thinking it, and it's not even reality, or it doesn't matter. You need to connect to the present moment where you're at, and what makes me happy, not what makes me unhappy. That's your message. Hi, Sandy. Was that the last person? Because now we'll do one for Sandy. So that was a really good message for me. So for you guys too. When we get a message, even if it is, maybe you know what? Even if he is aware, even if he physically was doing that, I'm not going to allow it to rob my joy. That's what Spirit's saying. We gave you a warning. We let you know. You need to cut cords. This is going on. But then don't give it your energy. Because if we give it our energy, because remember when I said, oh, that makes me mad, I think that's all effed up. I'm giving my energy to it. And when whatever you give your energy to, wherever attention flows, energy goes. That person's not getting my energy. And I'm going to cease talking about it, because that's also giving me the energy to it. So whatever you don't want your energy to go to, don't talk about it. So let's talk about the fact that Sandy got to join us while we're on. That's pretty cool. You're on your phone with men a lot? Well, maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's a message for you. That's actually a very loud message. You're on your phone with men a lot. And they're telling you not to do that. They're telling you that that's causing you to be unfocused. Song right now is giving us a message too. Hold on. Happiness hit her like a bullet in a gun. Happiness. The dog days are over. Okay, the dog days are over. The dog days are done. The horses are coming. Can you hear them? Yes, I can. That's a really positive message. So pick one. Well, what they're telling you that you're being distracted. You're off your course. I don't think that you need to pick anybody. I think right now you need to focus on yourself, is what they're showing you. Focus on yourself, not men. Okay, so for Sandy, next message. Because whatever is in your highest good is going to come to you. You don't have to go chasing it. You don't have to go spending all your time on it. You need to focus on you. You need to do your work on you. Right? You need to work on yourself. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Sandy. What is the highest good for Sandy? What is it? Sandy needs to know. Sandy, my little ripped athletic friend. I wish I could trade my body for yours. Okay, balance. How funny is that? Sandy, are you giving and receiving in equal measure? If you're tipping the scales too far away one direction or too far the other, then things are not in alignment, and then the priorities get mixed up. So something's out of balance. This is Lady Justice, Lady Libra, and she's holding the scales. So what area of your life? And I'm looking at passion. So you're not balanced. You're out of whack. Something you're passionate about is out of whack. You need to get the lines straight. So are you killing yourself for this competition that's going on? Because it has to do with your passion, and it's out of balance. You would know. Because remember when you were trying so desperately to get that move, and you couldn't do it, you were killing yourself, literally killing yourself, your body, you were bruising your body, and Spirit said, go walk outside, like let it go, and you're like, no, I gotta get this done, the competition is blah, 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 or whatever. Spirit knows what we need, and when things are out of alignment, nothing's gonna work. So, and things are getting mixed up. So I don't know if it's to do with your competition or if it has to do with something else. You know what it is. Okay, the Spirit already knows, I don't have to say anything. So there you go. Oh my God, my twin's talking to me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Okay, how about, is there anybody else, or are we done with the messages? Because if they are, I'm going to ask for one for me. You're welcome. I knew I loved you then, but you never knew because I played it cool. I was scared of letting go. Wow, I got a message. Okay, I'm going to ask again because I feel like it's, Ross, we didn't do you? We didn't do you? I don't know. I don't know who I did. I'll do her now. Ross. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For Ross. It's the most important message for Ross. Obsession. Your emotions are wrapped too tightly around the situation. You need to loosen your mental grip. She's so focused on something that she can't see anything else. So, moment by moment, thought by thought. If we're too focused on something, you know, we're supposed to focus on what we want, but if we're too focused and we get things out of balance, then we're not able to create space for movement. So everything needs to be able to breathe, right? So, relax. Relax your mental thought process around the situation and allow movement to happen. Allow things to go with the flow. Just kind of allow the feathers to float, right? So what can you do? You can exercise, you can go for a walk, you can go out and pick white sage, whatever it is that you need to do that's going to kind of get you out of your head. That's why I came outside. It was starting to get tight in there. Whenever, you know when things are tight, right? You have been? Okay. So you just need to relax a little bit. And whatever it is for you that you can do that will help you relax. For me, it's always going outside. That's why this is a good time for me to go pick my sage, and I'm going to go do it. If there isn't anyone else, I'm going to ask for one for me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Isn't that pretty, that sound of my Buddha? I love that. And he turned around right then. I love that sound. That's peaceful. Okay, so you're welcome. One for me. Okay. Song right now, Say You Won't Let Go. Here comes that one. Isn't it interesting? Solo. A solo. God, he's big, you guys. He's so big. And there's only one. There's generally a lot of them around me. But today there's just one. Wow. He's amazing. Death, transformation, and rebirth. Okay. All right. Oops, sorry. Here's my message. Attraction. Remember that song, You Are the Magnet, I Am Steel? Yeah. Get ready and stay open to possibilities. You are a powerful magnet drawing the perfect people, situations into your life at this moment. Yay! Thank you very much. I'll work with that. So now check this out. Look at how totally relaxed and chill she is, right? She's not freaking... Do I have this in the right light? God, I can never... I want you guys to be able to see something cool. And then it's too dark. And maybe it's not as dark as I think it is. But she's relaxed. She's just chilling. She's got her arms flung back. And she's just holding up that magnet and she's allowing it to draw. So that's kind of like Spirit saying, you've asked for our help. And we told you we're going to help you. So just relax and get it the hell out of your own way. Kick your leg up over your chair, rock in your rocking chair, close your eyes, think positive thoughts, happy thoughts, be excited for what's coming, and recognizing that if you just go with the flow and you do what Spirit asks you to do, take care of yourself, focus on you, what would love say, what would love do, how can I help others, gets outside of my own head, and then just allow it to come, because that's what's going to happen. I like that. That works for me. I don't know what the deal is with this freaking phone. It's so dark, I can't even see the screen, like, at all. It's horrible. I don't know what's going on. It's terrible. Okay, you guys, that's it. I know it would have been better if it was like this before. Then I wouldn't have been able to, you wouldn't have seen my face. I don't know if I'm going to share this for later. I have to share, even though I'm so freaking vain. Okay, I'm really not normally that vain, but I guess it is a form of vanity when you're that insecure, right? God. Okay, you guys, it was fun. I'm exhausted now, actually. This drained the hell out of me. It did. So I'm going to go outside and I'm going to get re-energized and go pick up some white sage for my peeps that have ordered it. So, thank you. I don't know, I did something weird. I'm over this iPhone. I want a different phone. This has got problems. It's got lots of problems. I don't know what's wrong with it. I really need a new phone. What was I going to say? If anybody needs help with dream analysis or private readings or a ceremonial sage wand, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. Sherry Columbus, SherryColumbus, all one word. I know I wanted Samsung. I almost got a Samsung last time too. They got better, it's a bigger screen with better picture. This iPhone is driving me crazy. It really is. It's so expensive. And every time they upgrade it, they've got these weird things. And even with all your batteries, Sandy, this iPhone, if I don't keep it charged all night long, it's dead in the morning. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. Anyway, so if I can help you guys, that's how you can reach me. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'll give you one more sweep of something to breathe in, this beautiful air. And somebody's drilling. Get busy and get after what it is you want. Do whatever you need to do, and then if you're meant to relax, then relax, right? Also, as the sun starts to go down, it's also an example, a reminder for me. Ooh, there goes a snowy egret. A reminder for me and for all of us that we do what we do in the morning, right, and all day long, and then when the sun goes down, we rest. So it's about not killing yourselves constantly. You know, we don't constantly have to keep going. You know, we got to make sure we're giving ourselves enough rest. So I'm going to let you guys go. I can't even see my screen. That's how bad this phone is. I can't see anything. I'm so sorry. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll have to let you guys go. I love you. Bye. How do I save this? Finish.